Well, a long winning streak may guarantee you a title fight in other divisions, certainly doesn't at 170 pounds. But now, with all the contenders behind him, there is one man left standing. It is this man, the #1 welterweight contender, now getting his shot at the dominant champion. And he believes without a shadow of a doubt that he is the best 170 in the world, and he is out to prove it right here, right now. He is the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion in a division full of killers. He has remained the hunted at 170 pounds. Now, unquestionably staring at his toughest challenger to date. Can he go back home as the champion? If he can, another chapter to one of the greatest welterweight legacies the Octagon has ever seen. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. So these fighters relatively close in age, just a year apart, with similar height and some differences in reach. And with the official introductions, here is the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Dan Bergliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 19 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Boca Raton, Florida, presenting the challenger, Gilbert Barnes. And now it is the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 17 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Boca Raton, Florida, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare Usman.
All right, this is for the UFC Championship. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fighting.
The fighters touch him up.
You ready? Are you ready?
Well, no surprise, the Scotiabank Arena packed to the nines. These Canadians just have an insatiable appetite for it.
Every time there's a fight in the north, the arena is completely full. And tonight, you see the same thing. I cannot wait for a great fight.
Big knee to the body. Hip tosses him down. Now we'll see if he can advance position.
I mean, right into side control.
I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head like through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
All right, rubber guard for him now, DC. We haven't seen you lead on this knee.
No, now he's chasing the triangle.
And this could be trouble here. Looks like it's pretty tight. He's trying to work his head out of harm's way.
It might be over. Oh!
And this might just be a matter of time. In the fight. Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control, because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up, because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours.
Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Usman.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Kamaru Usman. Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend, or the referee's going to stop the fight.
Got to defend. But you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate, because he knows that he can get the finish.
2 minutes to go in round one. Keeping busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Bottom fighter trying to control posture, unable to do so.
And now he's in a lot of danger. He's got to grab that head, or he's going to get blasted.
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Usman. Are working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Oh, reversal here, DC.
What a way to switch the position. Fantastic movement by the bottom fighter.
Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation, and a healthy one, for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. Well, you got to be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. Less than a minute to go in the round. Oh, really nice work to keep busy off of his back as he lands some more offense here from bottom. Showing off that leg dexterity and flexibility. Rubber guard now.
I mean, it's unbelievable to watch these guys who are able to bring the legs all the way up around the shoulders and just control you. Because to me personally, and I'm no jiu-jitsu expert, to me personally, it feels like this is a position to really just slow everything down. Are there submissions? Yes. But the ideal thing in this position is to slow you down from damaging and really just make you feel more in danger than you really are.
All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. 5 minutes in the books. All right, so for one fighter, the round mercifully comes to an end as we look back at some of the action. What a display of ground and pound.
It's his calling card. It's exactly what he's known for. He's known as a brutal ground and pound fighter, and he showed you just then why he's known as that in the MMA sphere. He's the guy that if he gets you down, he will dominate you with positioning and brutal, nasty ground and pound.
All right, next round is underway. We will see if he can pick up where he left off, particularly when it comes to the ground and pound. That was vicious.
I mean, it was vicious. It was vicious. It was shades of Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Michael Johnson. Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Conor McGregor. Just able to get to a great posture, control the feet, and land every single strike with vicious intent. It's hard to...
His head's still attached to his body.
The last time I saw an uppercut like that, it was Overeem versus Ngannou. And you know they still haven't found Alex Overeem's head.
Let's go, it's a warning.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Oh, nice hammer fist there by Usman. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Burns. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah, no pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land, and he's trying to land effective strikes.
I mean, how many can he take? Just over 3 minutes to go. Solid strike on the ground. Under 3 minutes now to go in round two. Oh, nice job using his strength there to posture up. We'll see what he can do now.
He's going to start looking to land big shots from the top.
Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
All right, 2 minutes now to go in the round. I mean, how many can he take? Ground and pound strike there now. All right, the referee not seeing enough action there. We go back to the center of the octagon now. Burns' hook shot blocked, though, by the defense. Nice job getting that guard up to prevent any further damage. Well, really using his reach advantage there with that punch, DC. Straight right hand now, just misses. Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round one. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and the output, and starting to find his range here in the pocket.
Great punch landed with so much power. Wow, actually got the takedown.
Under a minute to go. Oh, he postured up there, gained some valuable separation.
And now the ground and pound starts. The Kimura is not the arm, it's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
But now DC trying to isolate an arm.
Yep, he's using the Kimura.
Oh!
And the turn on the elbow, and he's going to chase the submission finish.
Oh, there's the tap.
He got the finish. What a beautiful Kimura finish by this great fighter.
And I don't care how high your threshold is for pain. When you're in that compromised state, better to tap and fight another day.
It's so crazy because people think the pressure's on your arm. It's all your shoulder. When somebody has a really good Kimura, it feels like they're going to break your shoulder. That's why you have to tap.
All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground, DC. Talk us through the highlight.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you. He is the best grappler, best submission specialist we've seen in a long time.
Well, it's one thing to earn a UFC title. It's another thing to get it done emphatically the way he did tonight. The undisputed UFC welterweight champion, your winner by way of submission.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 40 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by tap out, and new undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Gilbert the Ring Burns.
Well, he came in a confident #1 contender. He leaves as the undisputed best welterweight in the world, and I say that because he didn't just come in here and wrest the belt away from the champion. He submitted the guy, and rather emphatically. So you're looking at him, that is the new UFC welterweight champion, and as he celebrates in the corner, you can't help but think that this could be an extended run for him here at 170 pounds. Coming up next, it is a UFC welterweight championship showdown between Gilbert Burns and Kamaru Usman. Well, they are not knocking the D2 National Wrestling Championship anymore because now Kamaru Usman has some UFC gold to go with it. A huge effort to dethrone Tyron Woodley not all that long ago, and now Usman's got that target on his back.
And he also has an undying belief in himself. He believes that through all the hard work, the result will show when he steps in the octagon. He has underrated striking. And because everyone fears his wrestling, a lot of his striking opportunities open up even more. But the moment Usman grabs you, he can control you in a way that not many guys in the UFC can. We saw that in the Woodley fight. We saw it in the Dos Anjos fight. That's why he is the best fighter at 170 pounds.
And when your bout agreement says Kamaru Usman on it, get ready for
grab a lunch pail.
Grab
your lunch pail.
Might need a helmet, too, if that's allowed. Kamaru Usman getting ready to go here tonight. Well, DC, this is a true mixed martial artist of the highest order. You've watched the film. Hard for me to see much in terms of glaring weaknesses, and he believes he can react to anything that is thrown his way inside that octagon.
It's unbelievable because whenever you're trying to prepare for someone, you look for weaknesses. But when you watch this guy, nothing jumps off the page. When you think I have to go wrestle him, you realize very quickly that not only can he defend takedowns, he can also go and secure them himself. He's that new breed of fighter that has been doing every discipline from the very start of his career. You know you're looking at a guy that will contend for a championship.
And if our fighter meeting on Thursday is any indication, confidence, not an issue for this young man coming in here tonight. All right, now let's get you our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. So these fighters relatively close in age, just a year apart, with similar height and some differences in reach. And now to get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Yves Loving. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Championship of the world. Introducing first, Fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler holding a professional record of 17 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Boca Raton, Florida, presenting the challenger, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare Usman. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 19 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Boca Raton, Florida, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC Welterweight Champion of the World, Gilbert Burns.
UFC belt on the line. Protect yourself at all time. Obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now. Go back to your corner.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
You ready? You ready?
All right, so the fight is now underway. On one side, you have a fighter who does everything well, taking on a true grappler on the other side. Going to be interesting to see how long he can keep it up with.
I mean, Damian Maia may be the most specialist type of grappler in the UFC. This guy resembles him in a number of ways. Let's see how he manages this fight against a guy that can do just about everything inside the octagon. Oh, wow, oh!
Getting tighter. Wow.
Now into his mouth.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here, and if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop.
You got to defend. But you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish.
All right, feet on the hips here. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. And he is back up to his feet. Oh, nice slip to avoid that right hand. And the takedown attempt, but he does not land it.
Nice straight punch.
Oh, the master of the transition. Nice scramble. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? 3 minutes to go here, round 1.
He lands a big knee to the body.
Late defense on the takedown and scrambles to his feet. Nicely done. Single collar tie now. Well, really using his reach advantage there with that punch, DC. Wow, that right punch has been the money weapon for him tonight, and he landed it again there.
If his opponent does not change something, he will continue to throw the strike until he makes it. Stop throwing.
Oh, connects with another uppercut. I'm surprised his opponent's head stayed on his body after that.
He won't be able to take many more of these.
Right.
He's been taking them over and over again, and it's a testament to his chin. But you take one on the perfect spot, he will crumble like a stack of bricks. Powerful leg kick lands.
Double leg.
Another big takedown.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here. He loaded up on that right hand, too.
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Burns. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High level grappling can really be entertaining.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Block! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
Under a minute now to go. Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work. Oh, is he an active pursuer of the submission?
He's gonna attack armbar here.
Continuing to try to manipulate the head here.
Oh, now he's in trouble.
Absolutely, he finishes his opponent by way of submission. Now let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
Just watch how slowly he approaches the submission, though. He never rushes. He takes his time, but it's his trickiness. It's his ability to trick people into going to the floor with him that puts them in danger and finishing fights.
Well, it's one thing to earn a UFC title. It's another thing to get it done emphatically the way he did tonight. The undisputed UFC welterweight champion, your winner by way of submission.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 35 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar, and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Gilbert the Ring Burns.
All right, so a lot of people like the challenger tonight, but it goes to the champion. Congratulations to the still UFC welterweight king, and going to take a big effort, I would think, to dethrone this guy.
Yeah, he is just a great fighter. He does everything so well, and the confidence that he brings into the octagon on fight night is unmatched by anybody in this division.
You ready? You ready?
All right, so the fight is now underway. On one side, you have a fighter who does everything well, taking on a true grappler on the other side. Going to be interesting to see how long he's up there.
I mean,
oh, picks him up, DC!
He's got him up. Great single leg. Put him down. You are a child. Boy, you belong to me.
Imagine being able to pick up another man and say, you go here, bro. You go here.
I can't. I've done it before. John, I've done it before. Left hand punches the clinch.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. All right, so there's the early takedown. He told us on Thursday he didn't necessarily see a path to victory if he couldn't get taken.
He's got his chin in, but now it's starting to slip under the neck.
Oh, look at this. Jumps over into side mount to try to counter the guillotine. Maybe going with that Von Flue choke, or I guess we should probably call it the OSP at this point.
He got it, John.
How about it? Gets the win by submission. Beautifully executed there on the ground. Let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. He's so skilled, he's so tricky, and he's so good at weaving a web that gets you lost in it that he made him pay for it tonight.
There he is, a man that needs no introduction, the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, and your winner tonight by way of spectacular submission.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 57 seconds of the very first round. For the winner by submission and new undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare Usman.
All right, so he dedicated decades of his life to this very goal, and he is now the UFC champion. No one can ever take that away from him.
Yeah, man, you got to take a lot of confidence from staying so committed to a goal for so long. The moment he walked into the UFC, he said, I will be the champion. He got it done tonight, and you got to take your hat off to him for staying focused for so long and getting it done.
Coming up next, it is a UFC welterweight championship showdown between the Nigerian Nightmare Kamaru Usman and Gilbert Dorino Burns. Well, a long winning streak may guarantee you a title fight in other divisions. Certainly doesn't at 170 pounds. But now, with all the contenders behind him, there is one man left standing. It is this man, the #1 welterweight contender, now getting his shot at the dominant champion. And he believes without a shadow of a doubt that he is the best 170 in the world. And he is out to prove it right here, right now. He is the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion in a division full of killers. He has remained the hunted at 170 pounds. Now, unquestionably staring at his toughest challenger to date, can he go back home as the champion? If he can, another chapter to one of the greatest welterweight legacies the Octagon has ever seen. And now our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. So these fighters relatively close in age, just a year apart, with similar height and some differences in reach. All right, now for the particulars, we go inside the Octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Yves Levine. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Welterweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 19 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Boca Raton, Florida, presenting the challenger, Gilbert Dorino Burns. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 17 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Boca Raton, Florida, Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC Welterweight Champion of the world, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare Usman.
UFC belt on the line, guys. Protect yourself at all time. Obey my command at all time. If you want to touch glove, do it now. Go back to your corner.
They touch gloves, and we are underway.
You ready? You ready?
All right, so here we go. Round one is underway, and reset. Oh!
He is getting lit up right now, John.
Trying to stay in this fight. All right, early round one here. Big reach advantage, DC. We'll see if he can employ that patented jab.
Yes, he has to maintain distance. He's the taller guy. So every time his opponent tries to enter, he's going to have to take something on the way inside.
And they separate.
Ooh, what a punch.
Oh, single collar tie here. Stuffs. All right, so there's the early takedown. He told us.
Oh, now he's in trouble. Oh, wow. Oh!
Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Well, these are some excellent ground and pound strikes here, DC. There's an efficiency with which he operates in these situations.
He knows exactly when to throw, exactly when to hold, and it's allowing him to really control the grappling aspect of the fight.
There's a song there, right? Know when to hold him,
Know when to hold him, yes, absolutely.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Outstanding pressure from top position here by Usman. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Burns. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent, you gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. All right, half guard form here, and a lot of offensive options, I would think. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
The Kimura is not the arm, it's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
Oh, we're getting a finish here. Oh!
And the turn on the elbow, and he's going to chase the submission finish. He got it, John.
Oh, he got it done, absolutely. He finishes his opponent by way of submission. Take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. He's so skilled, he's so tricky, and he's so good at weaving a web that gets you lost in it that he made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
And ladies and gentlemen, there he is, a man that needs no introduction. UFC welterweight champion of the world, and your winner tonight by way of spectacular submission.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 45 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by tap out and new undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Gilbert.
All right, so there There's a new world order at 170 pounds. Congrats to the new UFC welterweight champion of the week.
I can't say I'm surprised. We've seen this guy on his journey to this championship. At every step, he looked fantastic. And tonight, that continued in dethroning the long-reigning champion.